Hey, geesey. Hey there, my Shelley's and Chevrons. Welcome to One Seashell Channel. How are you doing? I know it's been a while. Yeah, I've been working, working, but I'm still around.
Take the next right to stay on Twin Springs Road.
But what if I don't want to do that though? You know, GPS tells you what to do. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful out here today. Take a gander. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Alright, if I can find out. Heroes work here. I know that's right. I know that's right. Is it possible to get a spot over here? Is it possible? Oh, pharmacy. Okay. Oh yes. It's possible. Can I squeeze in here? It's weird. Like I'm used to driving a bigger truck, and this Murano is much smaller. But sometimes I think I cannot get into a small spot, but I actually can. This looks kind of tight though. Yeah, this is tight. Oh my gosh. Let's see. I don't want to be on the wheelchair. Oh, I got it. So, me don't know, but I got a good spot. I do. Yes, indeed. Oh my gosh. So how are you doing? This blouse makes me feel like I got it on backwards because it keeps rising. Maybe because I'm sitting on it. Excuse me. Let's see. The sun is out. It's gonna get a little hot, but maybe I'll get a little breeze because I'm up here in the bushes, like. So maybe I'll get a breeze. Yeah. So how is everyone doing? How are you doing? Had a nice drive up. I took 95. Those who are familiar with 95. Came on up. It's a lot of cars out. People are getting out, moving around, doing stuff. And so I have to, I gotta put my thing up here. Hey Thomas, how are you? How's it going? I love listening to the birds. You hear the birds? Do you hear them? It's so cute. So cute. I had to take my vitamin, but of course I had to eat something. Hey Rox, how are you? Oh, you're at your job? Oh, okay. Don't get in trouble. No. I was so happy when Friday came. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm actually off. Wow. It's a good feeling. It tastes so good. It is a good feeling after working all week. Well, actually, I was in training, but yet it's still work because I still have to perform, and it's still the same amount of time. But yesterday, foam lab was from, what was that? 10:30 Hey, Mayo. How are you? Deborah, how are you? Thank you. Thank you for the hearts. But I was so happy that it was over. I was so happy. I tell you. And then I started out early this morning, like 5. You doing okay? Like 5 o'clock. And, okay. Yeah, like 5 o'clock this morning. I went to the grocery store, got me some waters, different cases and bottles just to keep stocked up. And brought my mom some things, took it to her, and came on up here. And I'm just knocking everything off my list as fast as possible. As fast as possible, okay? Because I am like, oh my gosh. I declare. If that's 30, that'll be, okay. I am like, give me a break, okay? Give me a break. It's counting down. There was a bad accident back there when I was first coming into the area here. So I don't know what happened. But I saw the police truck there, or car. It's a red car. Oh my gosh. I guess I'm not awake yet. And the airbags deployed. It's as if they were going straight. But for some reason, when I see them, they like this, sideways across the traffic. Traffic going this way, traffic going that way. And they crossed over. So somebody hit something early in the morning. Is that bar like? I declare. How are you? It's been a long time. How's it going for you? Bar like Brooker. It's been a while. Okay. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. How are you doing? Seems like it's gonna get hot, guys. It's gonna get hot. I think she's just getting off from work. You're doing okay? Awesome. Glad to hear that. It's been a long time. I love to see you have a sweet voice. Thank you, Deborah. Wow, thank you so much. I appreciate it. It'd be nice to make some money off of it, right? It's like, you want me to read you a book? Is everything about money nowadays? Has it always been, right? It's so much going on, guys. I hope everybody is as safe as possible. It's a lot. It's a lot. Ooh, this will be the worst. I'm here where I need to be, drinking on some coffee, hoping to enjoy it, and it spills all over me. That would be like the worst. Oh my gosh, no. Look, let me do one of these numbers. Oh, he didn't. Oh my gosh. Ugh. That is nasty. It's too much cream. Maybe, let me see. Maybe I can bring some life to it. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Nah, I don't think it's gonna come back to life. I think that's it. I think that's a done deal. It's tardy like. I don't like that. I don't like that. How's Baltimore? Did they tear it up? But also, actually, Okay, let's see. There was from what I heard, a quiet protest downtown. I haven't I haven't heard of any lootering. I'm thinking, trying to recall. No, I haven't heard of anything. I put it that way. Where I live is pretty quiet. Of course, they won't come in the residential areas. Nothing there for them if they want to act stupid. I know it, but I came from another part of town. It's tardy. Like, that just, man. When you have a mindset to want to get a nice cup of coffee and have that smooth, silky flavor to it, and then you don't get it, disappointing. This Floyd stuff was to cover the fact COVID was a hoax. Are you serious? Let me tell you something, Bar Like Broker. This day and time, anything is possible. Anything is possible. I got my mask. What did I do with my mask? I got my mask. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. It is never needed a mask. But let me tell you, the stores won't let you in unless you have one. And I'm going into this establishment. You see, she got a mask on. Everybody got to wear a mask, or they're not going to service you. It was very peaceful. Awesome. That's the way it should be, Deborah. They're finding out. They're finding out that there are some was it white supremacists and some what was the other ones, that they are the ones that, hey, Payman, those are the ones who are starting the lootering. They might bust a window and then tell some African American people, uh, go get your stuff out of here. Hurt the economy and all this craziness. And of course, for some blacks, it's like, oh yeah, that's right. Let me go in there and get me this hundred inch television that I can't carry. Let me try to get this out. Yeah, that's right, man. That's right. And then for some blacks, if they see another white person so-called helping them, it's like, wow, that's cool. That's cool. Thank you for looking out. And next thing you know, they're white supremacists. They want the blacks to tear up their own city. It's a lot of money involved when they do all this lootering and rioting, because it's going to hurt the taxpayer, because things going to increase. And it's like, why do you want to come into your place and destroy your own place? But then now they're investigating, saying that a lot of the people who are tearing down the cities are not from that city, you know. And the sad part about it is the groups who are spearheading this are peaceful people. They want a peaceful protest, but since it's so public, you got all types of people that jumping on in. And you know how the numbers, when you see a mass amount of people, it's like, wow, this is real serious. But everybody in there is not of the same mind. They're not. It's just sad. Hey, James Freeman. Good Saturday morning, absolutely. These protests sparked up a lot of Opportunists. Apps. Oh my gosh, James. Didn't they? San Francisco. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys watch Jermaine Ellis. He was live while they were protesting and rioting and lootering, just all kinds of crazy. It's on his video in real time. I was like, this is some crazy stuff. Be ready for martial law and the mark of the beast. Okay. I can see the martial law. Foreigners bust in and paid. Uh-huh. I can see that. I can see that being true. Bar like broker. I can see that being true. Bringing them in, paying them to come and tear up some places. I can see that. I definitely can see that. I just watched Jermaine tour of the damage. You did? So you know what I'm talking about. He was right in the mix of it. He saw the guys just going in, just I was glued to the YouTube. I'm like, it was as if I was watching a movie, not like this is actually happening. Like if I drive there or fly there, you would actually see this in real time. It was like, wait a minute, that's something I'm used to seeing on television. Something that has happened years ago, or just in a movie. Man, I don't know. I don't. You didn't see it live? Oh my gosh. It's still up. Yeah. He had a lot of views. Oh my gosh. Like, I think it was 14,000. He had almost 5,000 people in his live. I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, people were in tune. So you have a very open mind. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I know every bar like broker. I know everything is not black and white. There's some gray areas, a lot of gray areas, and when it comes to those gray areas, sometimes people don't want to talk about them, but they're still there, you know. And the way things are going, man, right now in D.C., military, the army, okay, is here guarding the White House. They're sitting around the White House, just there, just in case something happens. I agree with you, Deborah. I agree. The way his actions are, I totally agree with you. It's sad though, but his actions speaks louder than words, and it's really sad. Yeah, you did. Yeah, yeah, yeah. A lot of people knew that. A lot of people knew. A lot of people knew. But I just feel like I really don't know what's going to happen next. It's like it's even hard to even prepare for what is to come because you really don't know what is to come. How many of us thought in 2020 this will be going on? This will be going on. Our new normal. I didn't see that coming. And then to see our previous president, former President Barack Obama, I think it was 2014, say that we need to put in our budget for a virus because they saw the numbers growing in these other countries, you know, and they were just increasing to the point Barack Obama was like, we need to put money in the budget for this. Here we are here. 6 years later. Not enough vaccine. If it's really real, what's going on, you know? Hey, Van, how are you? Good morning. The new normal is me buying chickens already cooked. You already do that, don't you? You gave me what? What is $5 for a rotisserie chicken? You already doing that, Barley Broker. So there. I can see that too. I can see that too. I don't know what made that twist on Barley Broker, but I thought, um, what's that? Obamacare was going to be really good for everybody who needed it. But I have a good friend who has that insurance, and she has to pay so much for copay. It's like, wait a minute, hold on. $500 for what? To be seen? What is that? What is that? You upset when you buy the chicken? Chicken is more expensive too. Just getting ready for work? Awesome, awesome. I'm in Clark County and Commissioner is talking about business grants. They've been talking about it in California too. Yeah. Hey, Olivia, how are you? No, oh, hold on, see. I'm going to do a twist, yeah, twister with my lips. So bear with me, please, okay? Olivia. I want to say Olivia. Is that right? Or Olivia? Also, SoftBank. Are they really? That's nice. Wait a minute, SoftBank. They were investors of Uber, right? That name sounds familiar. I remember seeing it in the readings or something. Hold on. Took $80 from everybody on food stamps assistance, and Trump all took away all business meal. Right off. Really? I didn't hear that. Bar like broker. And of course the other money from pandemic insurance. Yes, that's nice. If they're doing that, what is the requirements payment for that? That sounds nice. So drivers will need to decide whose money they want. Mm. What are you gonna do, payment? Because wait a minute, aren't you in Vegas? Are you in Vegas? A whole lot, bar light broker. A whole lot. Okay. So you know which one you're going to choose? Let me tell you about Light Broker. And I see what you're sharing, but I believe there's so much more that is behind those closed doors. Some we might find out, but then there are a lot of stuff we will never know. And what I see as something that is important. Hey, Hassan. Hi, how are you? But I'm always cautious about taking their money. Because this is what helps me. Before I get off the other thought, let me say this part. Um, we may never know everything that's happening or what's going to happen, what's in store for us as Americans. Um, we just have to build ourselves in such a way that one, we're flexible to be able to go with the flow or survive with the flow. Okay. Two, have enough support or resources to help you weather the storm. Keeping in mind, you don't know how long the storm is going to last. So that means sometimes you're going to have to unite with others, help one another, support one another, so that you'll have a stronger link, if you will, to hold on a little longer. And this storm did it not just started? Do you also know they said that in the next 2 weeks, this is what they're seeing, and I have to say what they're seeing in the CDC and on television. They're saying that next 2 weeks we're going to see a very high spike in this stuff right here. Okay, I tell you, no justice, no peace. Yeah, that's right. It's crazy, but I'm always cautious. Now, payment, yes. Now, see, this is what helps me when it comes to now grants. You're not supposed to pay back grants. Clear. If you meet the requirements, it's yours. You do what you do. Okay, but if it's a loan and they say they're giving it to you loans, you have to pay back. Okay, and then with the grants, you got to meet those criterias, but definitely read the small print because it's in the details. I haven't even seen a list of names. Stuff, it's hard, Barlight Broker. Let me tell you, I could talk your ears off about all this. Really? Oh my gosh. Van said because people are acting like COVID is over because they opened up a few things. They did open up a lot of things. The real issues are not being addressed. Another regular flu in my book. It is. It is another type flu, but because they never seen it before, of course, there's no vaccine. Just like the very first flu. Okay, wait a minute, what is this? What's going on? No vaccine. Now there's a vaccine for it, but the flu changes the strain changes every year, and so this is a new one for us. But it's like this. Okay, if it's the flu, why is it considered a pandemic? And I'm thinking because now we didn't have anything to no type of vaccine for it. So it's like out of control. And then you have asymptomatic people. And when you have the asymptomatic people walking around, no mask on, based upon what they're telling us in the media, they can give it to people who are not immune to it, if you will. And then I say to myself, okay, so those who are asymptomatic, can they give it to someone again even after they was exposed to it, or does the body have an immunity against it to the point that person who was exposed and had symptoms no longer have symptoms? Something to think about. Hey, the Duck Jr., congratulations on your graduation. And that's another thing. The kids cannot, oh my gosh, they can't walk across the stage. Everything is just flipped. Everything. Is there anything the way it used to be? Okay, vaccines are not a good thing. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't prefer that. But to be honest with you, I'm if we do get a good vaccine, I'm not going to rush to get it. I'm the same way when it comes to phones. I'm not one to be the first. I want to see what happens, what type of damage, just see how it is before I would actually get it. Um, because I have to see how do these people react to the vaccine, what happens to them. So I'm not going to be the first ones in line. I would definitely wait. I would definitely wait on that. Humans need to develop a herb Amen. But see, when you come to medical doctors or pharmaceutical and herbalists, they clash. It's even when I talk to my doctor and I say, "Well, I take this herb, that herb." She said, "Well, I don't know nothing about it. I don't know nothing about it." So they don't come together with that. She had to go back to the car and get her mask. That's where we live in. Okay, so they can shut things down to blame the bad economy on that or the riot. I think COVID is not a very big problem. Now we must only think of justice. You're right, but sometimes it makes me wonder all these different things that are coming out. Let me finish. Let me go through the feed here before I say something else. COVID is was if COVID was real, all holeless and bank tellers would be sick or dead. Homeless. Not if they were immune though, right? Free at last. That's one type of freedom from school, but you will learn, continue to learn if you go to college as well as life learning. The Doug Jr. The injustice is pervious. Van said COVID is a real thing. It killed a lot of people. It has. That's a good. As any to start saying. Do what to the lawyers? There's no proof Floyd even died. Don't say that part. Come on. What? Okay. Okay. All right. When it comes to COVID, okay, there are a lot of people who did die from it. I'm not going to say it's not real. Look at 9/11. No, you can't. You can't trust them because it's a way they're skilled in putting things together. It's as if you're not there yourself, then it's hard to believe. Now 9/11, I have good friends who had family members in the building when it happened, so I know that happened. Why it happened, nobody knows for sure, other than those who were involved. Um, do I have questions about it? Yeah, I absolutely do. How can a plane get past our radars? How can someone get an airplane and steal an airplane like that? How can that happen? It's crazy. Somebody had some palms greased and someone looked the other way. I don't think it's fake, yeah. Because a lot of people put justice more important than COVID. Justice is as well, let's see. Okay. Justice is important for the people who are alive. COVID is for those who are alive, and it's sad that a lot of people have died. Now, what I wanted to talk about the justice part. Now, me being an African American woman, my problem is my so-called people killing one another. I don't like that. And when you see different races coming together saying Black Lives Matter, which we do, but we as blacks, some of us need to realize that we should matter to one another as a race. And I also understand when it comes to the protests of Black Lives Matter, because the law is not really for us. The law that are there is to treat us like we are not human beings. And in that perspective, yeah, Black lives does matter, for sure. It's supposed to be equality. However, when we are killing each other every day, innocent people, every single day, and even some of those individuals don't get any time in prison. Why? Because the way our society is, one black nigger, oh, I said the word, one black person, oh, you know what I mean? It's like, no big deal. Okay. Okay. You know, let's see if we can get them to do it again and again and again. So now, when I'm looking at my black people, you have non-blacks who are haters against blacks coming in, doing their thing and wiping us out. Then we have our own coming in, wiping us out. So you have this like this to the point this here. Now they can sit down and let us just kill each other, selling the drugs. And like one person said, a lot of blacks, a lot of blacks, a lot of blacks are addicted to what they call the white man money, which means the drugs. Because no one can tell me that this connection with all these types of drugs are created and shipped and delivered to countries throughout countries by a black person. That's not the kind of power we have. We don't have that kind of freedom. First of all, people see the color of our skin. The next thing is, what are you doing here? Or why are you here? Or what is your business here? Now, someone who might not be my color could probably go into certain establishment, and what they will get, good morning, ma'am, good morning, sir, no questions asked. But if I was to go into a certain establishment or many establishment, I, what is your business here? No good morning, ma'am, or nothing. In other words, what are you doing here? Because they know, those who are part of that corporation, how they are. So if they see someone who looks like me, wait a minute, hold, whoop, 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 whoop. Sirens, sirens, we have one here, we have one here. What are you doing here? Our color, you know, like we have all these different flags and they mean certain things, represent different states and different countries. But our color, this color here, represents a lot of negative things. So when people is caught up into what they're hearing, and even also some things that they actually see that are true, that we do, when they see us, before they know what's in our mind, before they know what we say, before they know what's in our hearts, this skin that we cannot peel off, we are judged right then and there. Right, boom, right there. Right there. Let me go in the feed here. Okay, I can't be late for my appointment. Bear with me here. 8. Yeah, we can talk about this all day. Let's try that much. Let's see. The law is for the rich, no one else. Black Lives Matter should not be a controversial statement. But it is, Payman. It is. It is. How can a plane turn a skyscraper? No one wants to inhale smoke in there. but we all need to keep each other safe. I agree with you, Van. Come together peacefully to make sure that the world understand that Black Lives Matter just as much as any other person life. Exactly. While doing that, we need to help prevent the spread of the deadly virus. Deadly virus. Exactly. Well, it's not another word to us. I don't take it personal, but when the word was created, okay, it was to point towards us. I know the definition of it, so I don't apply it to me. But for most people now, I know in LA they use that word like nothing. And even here they might take the off and have the guh, but it's one of those crazy things. But it is fall into any falsehood of all generalization. There is a lot of foreigner blacks that are giving U.S. black. That's true. That's true. What? Wait a minute. Really? Hold on. Wait a minute. Black foreigners? Really? From where? I don't like drugs though. I barely even smoke weed. Barely even. That is too watered down. It doesn't rile up the troops. Okay, that's they want to keep this race going on. Yeah, all they got to do. Right, that's the definition of it, and that can be any race, and I know that, and the way I was raised, I mean, I'm totally aware of the nonsense from different people, a different race of people, and I also know that that particular race or that particular color, meaning whites, all of them are not of that stuff, you know. Um, they see us as people, as we, that's what we are. That is what we are, you know. And it's going to be all right, Van, take care now. Okay. Or like broker, you have a point. Racism is a lower vibrational spiritual frequency. That is, what do you mean, Payman? What do you mean? Break that down. You know, the day, yes, and yes, indeed, rest in peace. Another black man dead by the hands of a white person. Yeah, yeah. The lower mind is terrestrial and suspicious of others. That's pretty deep. That's pretty deep. But the day that people who look like me can be treated just like people who don't look like me, that would be too much like heaven. I don't think that's going to happen here. In terms from the government part, what I think is it's going to take you and you and you and you and people who looks like me of the same minds to come together to make a difference. It's like we're going to have to make a difference in our environment. Whereas when it comes to the government, even in the Constitution, I mean, it's like, is it really for us? I mean, really? I mean, we were known as property, as cattle, like an animal. And sometimes some of us can act like an animal, but to make a race be labeled that way, that's a different story. That's an issue. Yes. nature is something we all have as a result of eating the proverbial apple. Okay, from Adam and Eve. But was it really an apple? Was it really an? I love apples. Was it really an apple? But as people rise spiritually to reveal their humanity, the lower self can be suppressed. Okay. Yeah, rest in peace, Martin Luther King. Yeah. And he was a peaceful person in the march. It was an orange. It doesn't state in King James version. It doesn't state what type of fruit. This happened on an individual level as well as one. You're gonna say then okay? Then let's say a banana. Okay. Oh no. Let's say it was a watermelon. That's another thing. People associate blacks with watermelon, and of course chicken. And then I began to do my research and talk to people who were of a certain age, have seen some things, people who were not like maybe almost 100 years old. And they began to share information with me. And the reason why the, the watermelon is forbidden, and the reason why the slaves of my ancestors, the reason why they took watermelon, think about it. It does two things for them, especially when you're on the run. Gives you hydration, and it also is a sweet. It's something that's sweet. So it'll help your glucose. Then when it comes to the chicken, you can eat chicken hot, warm, or cold. And that was protein. So you have hydration, you have some glucose, and you have some protein. And so those three are very important ingredients that one needs to help them to survive. Even today, we need water, we need sugar, like glucose, we need protein. And I was like, man, and I knew my people were intelligent people, but for some people, for some other races, they don't get it. They don't understand it. It's like, knock, 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 knock. It can't penetrate, you know? So I still like watermelon. I didn't have any this summer, but I do like watermelon. It's very good. And I do like chicken too. Yes, I do. And then another thing, chicken was easy to come by. People had chicken, the hens and roosters in their fields like nothing. It was easy. And so they would use, the egg, more protein. Also, now you can kill the chicken and eat the chicken and fry it, broil it. You want to eat it raw if you want, hey, go for it. Chicken is the new beef. Women want to say, oh my gosh, bar like broker is yams, potatoes. There's so many names for us women nowadays. We're just a big bowl of fruit. Steak and potatoes, yams, potato. Hey, Roger, Lisa, good morning. Sweet potato pie, peach. What's next? I don't know. I don't know. It's crazy. It's so crazy. But what I want to do is one of my nieces graduated from private school. Oh, that is so sweet. All right, let's see here. I sent money already. I tell you, these children are gonna have a story to tell. They're going to say, I couldn't even graduate when they tell their children, oh, I couldn't even walk across the stage. Why, Mommy? Why, Dad? Well, this is what happened. I do believe COVID is real. Why? I have a family member who is asymptomatic. Two, I know of people who have passed, people who are close friends of mine, and they have family members who have passed. So I know that that is real. Okay. Um, so that, yeah, I have to say that I could believe that that's real. Because the evidence proves that as well, scientifically. Um, I'm trying to find the congratulations balloons, and it's not coming up. I declare. Let's see here. A real flu. They had a flu. How's the rideshare business going since? I have not done rideshare in, I want to say since last April. No. This is April, May, June. Maybe sometime in March, maybe March. I'm not for sure, but I really haven't been doing it. Oh, right, yeah. What do peaches and bananas look like? Yeah, okay, barley broker. I declare, imagination. Oh, I gotta go get pinched. Yeah. I feel this is a couple things that I'm doing. Payment. One is I'm moving out the way for those people who are full time, and this is what they must, like capital MUST, must do and can only do. So I just exit myself, put myself to the side, and the other thing is I graduated from the class. So I went through the program, and I'm working. So, and it's a full time job. Woo! With benefits and all that kind of good stuff. And it's a lot. It's a lot. So I really, at this time, I can't do rideshare, and I also don't want to. Now, if I was in a category where I had to, like this is all, like rideshare was the only money that I could make, then I would have to be out there like everybody else who has to be out there with a mask on, handling my business. But because I don't have to right now, I put myself to the side, and I'm hoping that those who have to do rideshare are doing as good as they can do in this type of situation, because even though you might not have so many drivers out there, you don't have as many passengers as usual. Because remember, there was a time where it was like some drivers but a whole lot of passengers, and we was able to see that money, and Uber and Lyft wasn't taking more money. And then we did this referral thing, and then to flip things upside down. Now you got all these drivers and not enough passengers. So then the money began to change over time, and they still continue to take money from us. So that became a problem. And I didn't start out being full time. I never intended to be full time rideshare driver. I'm not a driver. There are people out here who love driving. It's their passion. It's their hobby, and I think that's awesome. I think it's awesome. So I just look at it in a more of a broader way, and see, I don't really have to be out there right now, and I'm hoping that everybody who has to be out there just make as much money as they can, dealing with this situation that we're dealing with. It's still busy. Oh my gosh, payment. I'm so happy to hear that. I've been going on here and there, but very part time. Okay. Let's see. The bar light have been selling like crazy since. Oh wow, that's nice. But it's changing a lot. It's weird to explain. Yeah, yams. Yeah. We were payment, not payment, bar like broker was saying peaches, bananas. Like women are called peaches, men are called bananas. And I was like, yeah, we're called yams, potatoes, steaks. What else? So many different things. I declare. But yeah, so I'm glad that it's pretty busy for you, payment. I'm so happy to hear that. I'll turn my app on just to see, and it'll highlight, and then it has that little arrow to let you know it's busy in that area. But so, and then I just sit back and I'm like, well, at least there's some drivers out there able to make some money, because it was hard for a while. This pandemic and the riot and all of this stuff, it has really caused a lot of us to step back, and we have to reevaluate and come up with different plans, either permanent or temporary. Oh, Dr. Run is doing well. He's doing well. You know how creative he is. So he's doing well. He came out with a video, black and white, the spiders just crawling around. He altered his voice, and he was giving, I want to say midnight. Oh my gosh. It's a young lady. I want to say, I, I don't know if she's from the Philippines, or like Asian. I'm not sure which way that goes, but her facial features. She seemed to be a very lovely young lady. His live streams for hours at odd hours. Well, he lives in San Francisco, so their time is different, than us on the East Coast. But I find myself when I wake up during the night, I'll if I'm looking for somebody to be on, I'll see him. I'm not gonna share that. That's his personal business, okay, Barn Like Broker. That's his personal business. Oh no, you did not. No, you did not. Joe is an awesome man. Oh my gosh, Joe is the man. What? He has a lot to offer. Yeah, that's pretty cool. He's his own person, and he's not afraid to be odd. You're kidding? Oh, okay. I was going to say. I was like, wait a minute. Whoa, whoa. I declare. He never sent you a chicken though. Uh, he sent me other things than a chicken. You know what, parlay broker? I declare. That is too much. What time is it? That don't make no kinds of sense. No kinds of sense. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. Whew. Did you call me? You called me on Hangouts? About the family chicken and goats. No. You called Dr. Run channel? That was you? You talk about when I did the hangout and I was answering the call. Oh, I didn't know that was for real. That was you. Oh my gosh, I didn't know that was you. I didn't know that. Wow. Wow. Well, how would I know? Because I never heard your voice. So, Yeah, I declare. I was about to say that. I declare. Oh my gosh, you never know. But what I want to do is, I know I won't be able to monetize it, but I want a forum to talk about different black and white issues. I'm going to check out Jermaine. Take care. All right, Payment. Thank you for your input. And also, before you go, when I start this panel to talk about different issues, racist issues, black, white issues, do you want to be a part of that? You don't have to show your face, but you will be. I think I'm going to try StreamYards and, just have the faces. You're in. Okay. I will let you know. I got to make sure I have time. I'll let you know when I'm ready to put it all together. I'll let you know, but I definitely want you on there. And I also want No Crybaby Lifestyle. I want him on there as well. If that would be best, StreamYard. Okay, so I got to get acclimated to that. You want to be on there too, Barlight Broker? All right, so far, I got to check with No Crybaby. I haven't spoken to him yet, but I do watch him. I don't always show myself, but I'll be in the bushes. And I would like for him to be on that panel too. He'd be more interested, I think. Okay. No. You too. You're gonna be on there too. Payment. It's you, No Crybaby, no. Wait a minute. What is it? No Crybaby Lifestyle now, I think. He'll have a heart attack. Oh no, well, we don't want to have a heart attack. I'm white Indian with a feather, not a dot. Oh, for real, Barlight Broker. You are the original. Roy, right, Roy. Okay, so Roy, Payman, Barlight Broker, and then I have some others that I have to talk to. I have to get with Roy. If you guys see him before I do, put that bug in his ear. Thank you, Payman. Thank you so much. And I know everybody is not going to agree. I know that. But I want us to be intelligent enough to speak our truth, what we know, to come together so we can hear each other, how we think, what we see, what we know, and things of that nature, to try to come to middle grounds. You think they will generally agree? Okay. Man, I'm so happy to know that, Barlight Broker. For real. With the feather. See, look, I'm going to have to do a DNA on you, man. I'm going to have to do a DNA on you, okay? Show me your blood. We'll find out. We'll see. Time will tell. Time will tell. You'll say, maybe next year, when I told you that I was white and an Indian with a feather? Actually, I have a dot. Oh, I can tell. Oh, okay. We'll see. We will see. That's awesome. That is so awesome. I like diversity. I'm tan with long hair. Oh, wow. Do you do the two plaits? That's cool. So yeah, so I got to talk to some other people that is well versed with diversity and things of that nature. So I don't know how many people I can have on. I don't know how many people I can have on this panel. My sister. Oh my god. You guys stop surprising me like this. UT. Oh my gosh. Oh, now it's UT show. Oh, how are you doing? How are you? How's the family? Oh my gosh. My beliefs are not secular, so I may not have a very mainstream perspective. No. You're I want you there too, okay, please. It's not a 10 either. Oh, it's not a 10, not laying in the sun. Okay. I have straight hair with a ponytail. Oh, that sounds so cute. I'm a believer in the Lord. Oh, that's so nice. Wow. My sister is here, guys. UT show. Oh my gosh. Oh, how are you doing? I gotta get in here and get pinched. I gotta get my mammogram done. So no, that's why I say squeeze. I gotta get squeezed. So ladies and men, get squeezed. This isn't a normal time for you and you're up. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Oh my gosh. I'm doing well, sis. I'm doing well. And I'm glad you're doing good. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy right now. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. What is that? What is that, Bar Light Broker? I'm so happy right now, guys. I'm super delighted to see you. Let me tell you. A play on word. But what does it mean then? Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't drink beer. I don't drink any type of alcohol. The strongest I do drink is coffee, and as you see, this is not, they didn't make that good today. So it's about the water. Sorry for that noise. No, not a pap smear. I'm going to get a mammogram. They got to squeeze me. They got to pinch me. I got to be like, I got to be a contortionist. All that kind of stuff. Yeah. So women and men, get that done. You know, you can prevent, well, catch breast cancer. No, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I got the mirror. Pass the mirror. Oh, a mirror? No. I get it now. You know what? No, I just got to go get into that machine. They're going to pinch me and take some pictures and all that kind of stuff. I try to keep up with it every year, but I missed 2 years because I didn't feel like being squeezed. I just didn't want to. So, hey, how are you? From New Mexico? I had a trainer from New Mexico. No, sorry, from Mexico. He was from Mexico. Awesome. 22 years old. Man, oh my gosh. You talking about a well-rounded young man? Oh my gosh, he was amazing. He was absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. 22 years old. Well versed. Oh my gosh. It was awesome. Awesome. Energy was, it was very, very proper. I was really impressed. A lot of times when you don't travel, you don't get to meet other races or other people from different countries and all. And you don't have an idea how they are except for what you see on television. And so when I, worked with him during the training part, I was very impressed. I was very impressed. Really. No, I don't. He's 22. Look, It's funny too. Not from New Mexico. Okay. They are just my initials. Oh, you're from the UK? Oh, wow. That's awesome. Welcome. Let's see here. How are you there? It's pretty tense there. Yeah, people are doing same protests in Northern because of what happened to the poor guy who was killed. Yes, yes. The way he was killed, and to see the picture, and to see how the police, the brothers in blues, stood by. So now we got to see if they're going to be convicted. Now, whenever, I don't know how many of you have been jurors, but they will send you a list, and they will say, if this is a charge and this is a charge and so on and so forth, then you can have him convict for this and this and that. But if what's on that list doesn't match up to a second degree, he won't be convicted for it. Okay, the guy who is in UK, when are you going to the mainland? My sister wants to know. The guy on his neck will not be convicted. They are saying he had COVID now. No, they just recently, what's today? Saturday? Yesterday. They said, I gotta get in here, guys. Yesterday, I'm gonna take you in as far as I can, but I'm just gonna do the ending. Love yourself, know yourself, be yourself, change yourself to improve yourself. And stay tuned for the panel. I got some other people I have to ask, okay? But I'm gonna take you guys as far as I can in here. No, they said he died because they had a second autopsy, Barlight Broker. They had a second autopsy. Do I have this one wrong? I think it's right. I don't even know. I know my mom is covered, and then I got some other masks in there. Yeah. Yep. He had a second autopsy. And they said, and now the other officers, they have been charged. But you know how the process is. You got to be charged. You got to be convicted. And we got to wait for conviction. Okay? We have to wait for conviction. Yeah. That's where we at. Got to get a conviction. So time will tell. Time will tell. For a long time. I agree. For a long time. But sis, I also want us as a people, as black people, to stop killing each other. I really do. I want us to stop that. Why he has placed it's no reason. It's no reason for him to have placed his knee on that man's neck. There's no reason. Hey, Josh, how are you? It can cut off a circulation because the way his neck was twisted. Also, it can cut off blood flow to the brain because the main arteries is there. And they also had the other two police officers on his legs and back. When you look at the side shot. Like that. Hi, I'm fine. How are you?
Are you experiencing any flu-like symptoms, cough, sneezing, chills, body aches, shortness of breath?
Nope.
Any nausea, vomiting, diarrhea?
Nope.
Been around anyone that's tested positive for COVID?
Nope.
Have you had a positive test in the last 14 days?
I've never been tested.
Oh, you can go
Thank
ahead.
you. I like your eyebrows.
Thank you. I didn't get her temp. Alicia, get her temp.
Excuse me,
Okay.
have you go in, and we're also gonna take your temperature.
Alrighty.
And do you know what department you're headed into?
I guess.
Bring your hand down, like up and
Just
down.
up and down.
Ooh.
It's a trick. I got a button, let's go.
Okay. Yeah, I have to get a mammogram.
This one check your temperature.
Okay.
Now, why is it saying that?
He's saying he's gonna try again.
Alright.
Did you just come out of your air conditioning car?
Yeah,
That's probably why. You must have it on really high.
I did. It's hot out there.
The flu-like symptoms, fever, nausea, vomiting.
No.
You didn't take any ibuprofen before this, right?
No.
Thank you,
No
ma'am.
need.
I'm sorry, you know which department you're headed to?
I don't know where it's at. It's
Where
not
you
first
head
time. I have to get a mammogram.
Mammogram radiology's right
Oh,
there to your
okay.
left.
Thank
just
you.
check in there.
All right. They took my temperature and I had to wash my hands. Wow. Isn't that something? I didn't know that. They serious about this though.
I figured that's what you meant.
They didn't take my DNA. They just checked my temperature and they told me to use the hand sanitizer. And they asked you the questions. You're funny. I declare. I did tell them that. I'm doing well. How are you? No. No.
Yeah, I said that, Barlight Broker, because that person is covered. You know what I mean? Always been masked. So that's why I said that.